Hey, mamas and friends, welcome to Unplug with Just Wit, the uplifting podcast where we dive into faith, family, and motherhood. I'm your host, Just Wit, and I am beyond excited to have you here with me. So let's get started. Another episode of Unplug with Just Wit. I'm Just Wit, and I have a very special guest here with me. And I am so excited to have her sitting right next to me because she was one of the people that said I need to do video. So here's the gag. She's on the video with me. So if you are watching on YouTube, you see my girl, Lauren. If you're listening, head over to YouTube. So we're going to talk about the Mommy Phranchise today because it's lit. And before we get into it, I want Lauren to actually introduce herself. So whenever you're ready, Lauren, go ahead.
Okay, well, my name is Lauren. I am the Chief Resource Officer of the TMP, aka the Mommy Phranchise community. Woo, woo, woo. I'm so excited to be here with Just Wit. I know her as Wit, okay? And I'm very excited to share my experience with you guys today. I'm excited. I'm humbled, actually, to be invited to be on this amazing podcast, Unplugged with Just Wit, because it has been a blessing to my life. And I pray and hope, and I think I know that it's been a blessing to you all as well.
All right, Lauren. So I got to remember we on video too, so I can look at you.
Well, this is a great first time experience.
Actually, well, yes, no, in person. No, actually, I did a trio too, and it was something.
Okay.
Like every time I have a guest, we end up laughing more than talking.
Yeah, that's what's going on now.
Is it me? Am I the problem?
No, I think it's just the vibe.
Oh, okay.
It's just the vibe. It's not serious. It's not a front, so it's kind of like, these are the vibes.
And I'm holding my little mic. Yes, I am holding my mic because I have on a Mommy Phranchise sweatshirt.
Come on, let them see. Let them see.
I have on a Mommy Phranchise sweatshirt and I ain't got nowhere to clip it. So I'm holding my mic until I get tired of holding it.
Okay.
So Lauren, I feel like we're on a talk show.
It is
It's a talk show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In the making.
And our lovely backdrop. So Lauren, can you tell us what it's like being a member of the Mommy Phranchise?
Yes. So since I've been a member, I have to take it back, y'all. I have to take it back because before I was a member of the Mommy Phranchise, this organization, this community was a conversation that me and Whitney were having about a space that was needed for moms, a space that was needed for a Christian mom, and space that was needed for mompreneur. And I'm like, Whitney, that's it. That's the one. Just do it. Like, what we waiting on? Like,
y'all love just making me do something.
You got to think. That's why your name is Just Wit. It's really just do it. That's what it translates to, because from that conversation started the Mommy Phranchise. And I think, what did we start as? Melanated Motherhood?
Melanated Motherhood.
Melanated Motherhood. Which was good because it was the target audience at the time. So it was perfect. But there was a shift that happened. Come on, somebody. When we first got into this group, I was just kind of like, okay, this is cool, because for me, and I think a lot of people deal with this too, sometimes like group chats or even just being a part of a group of strangers, even if we all have like common things in common, sometimes it can just be very uncomfortable. And for me, I have to fill out the scene first, and then I can open up like, okay, y'all, hey, it's me. This is Lauren. But to answer the question, to be a member of the Mommy Phranchise has probably been the biggest blessing that I've had to date in the last year. And I will say that because there's been quite a transformation for myself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually since I've joined TMP. And the biggest shift is that I finally found a place where I felt like I belonged, as well as, oh, these are my kind of people. I was a first-time mom, at the same time was a first-time mom. So that made me feel comfortable. And then there were mothers who have been mothers for years, who have become a new mother again. And so I felt like we were all in this season of like figuring it out once again, because we know there's no blueprint to parenting.
At all, and I wish it was.
Okay, and specifically since we are the women, it is no blueprint to being a mom, but there's a lot of expectations when it comes to being a mom. And so being a member of TMP has allowed me to find my voice as a woman individual, has found my knack as being a mom, that it didn't have to look like anyone else's parenting or being a mom, how the old schools used to do it. And then it also revived my spiritual journey, my faith journey, my walk with God, because sometimes I remember I would get quiet about certain subjects, certain conversations, because I didn't feel comfortable. Because I'm like, not to say, oh, you're not on my level and Christianhood or nothing like that. It was just seeing things from a spiritual eye and a carnal eye is two totally different things.
Yes.
And so when you tell somebody like, hey, I just need you to know that you need to do this, this, that, and the third, or even talking to Wit about, hey, this group needs to start grouping because we need this ASAP. People need you. People are waiting in line for you for this community, and it's been a blessing ever since.
She always making me work, y'all. If you don't know, now you know. Because look, Lauren, she be coming at my head with stuff, and I'll be like, girl, I'm just trying to Netflix and chill. So literally, but she be like, so like you brought up the conference as well.
Yes.
I didn't forget, but
yes,
you will be proud of me. I put some things in motion.
Okay, what's going on? Okay, we ain't gonna talk about it.
We ain't
right
gonna
now.
talk about it right now.
No, we're not gonna talk.
No, we're not gonna talk about it right now.
Come on, conference. Okay, 2024.
Moving on.
See, that's what I'm saying. It starts off like a conversation. And one thing, I know we are here to interview me, but let me tell you something. One thing about Whitney is that whether it's something that God gives her or that God gives her through another person. So if we're having a conversation, I'm like, hey, I see where you're going with this. Let's go. I am a different type of personality type. I like to sit on things.
Yes, she does.
I like to sit on things. But what I noticed in Whitney is that she don't sit on nothing unless she is unsure or it's unclear about how to take the steps going necessary. But if what I'm telling her, or if God is telling her something, or somebody says something to her that she receives and she knows is clarification from God, oh baby, it's like, pew! I'm like, Whitney, I just told you about that. She's like, oh yeah, that thing you told me to do, done, check. Homework done. I'm like, baby, I ain't even started on the thought that I had about it.
I told y'all, I don't know if I put it on the podcast, but I was telling somebody that I feel like God gave me supernatural strength. Like that's part of the gift that he gives me is like supernatural strength and speed. Like I don't want to offend nobody, but I'll be having the energy of 3 crackheads and 3 toddlers.
Well,
because
yeah, that's super.
That's super, right?
Because one, never mind. But one of those alone between the toddlers and the whatever else you said is enough. So to have it of 3, baby, God, I see what you're doing for others.
and it's funny because I really legit don't think I get tired. Like I get tired, like, oh, I'm tired now. But it'll be after I done a bazillion things and then I'm like, oh, I'm tired. And then also I think it's because I know that people are depending on this thing and I know how important it is. So like for me, if I have something in my head, I just do it. I'm very determined to just do it. And it's funny because I actually see that in Liam. That when he is like when he wants to do something, he's going to do it. And then he's like, oh, it's stuck. I'm like, nope, keep going. Just keep going. And I think like from a very young child, I've always been like that. But it's a gift and a curse because I really, if I could, I probably would stay up. Like I probably would not sleep and just do stuff. So I'll get up early in the morning and just do stuff. Like I've been up since like 5 or 6, just doing stuff. Just doing stuff.
Just stuff. No.
Just stuff.
When you say stuff, what exactly do you
stuff,
mean?
You know, whatever's on my head, my heart. I could be writing a book for all I know.
But you're being productive, you know? And so that's the thing. But I also think because you do have faith and you have that relationship with God, that it's literally faith with the works, which is why you're constantly working. And then it also shows that you believe that if I have faith and if faith without works is dead and I ain't trying to be dead, then I'm working this thing out. I'm exercising this thing out. And yes, you do need rest. You do need rest, but sometimes there's a compromise there. Rest, I will rest. But was I productive with my rest? Did I actually rest or was I fidgeting? So when you said I'm just doing stuff, but I know what you mean by I'm doing stuff because I need to get it out. When you got that vision, when you have that like desire to do what it is that you need, and because there are people behind you depending on that thing. They're not necessarily depending on you. They're depending on the vision. They're depending on the operation.
Right.
Because if you don't do it and it's only you are the one called to do what you're doing, those people are left to the wayside. Yes. And you won't get no rest.
No.
You won't get real rest. No. Because you'll still be thinking about it. I know.
Yes. And then I'll begin to pass out. Okay.
Yes.
So y'all know I like to keep my episodes short, but I'm letting y'all know when me and Lauren get together, this might be 3 hours, baby. So buckle up. Okay. So can you share with me some ways that you've seen the Mommy Phranchise community kind of come together and like lift each other up and support each other, really?
Absolutely. Okay, so in the Mommy Phranchise, we have what we call the War Room, and that is a space within our community where we can drop down our praises. You know,
I thought you was about to say drop down and get your eagle on.
You know what? Come on now, reel it back in.
Reel it in.
No, but we do that too, but not in the war room.
The only thing we dropping down is bombs on the enemy. Hallelujah,
okay,
somebody.
Come on. But no, seriously. The war room is where I've seen, it was two things. The war room is one place where I've seen us support each other. We are women dealing with things in our today's society, in today's economy, in today's multiple realms of what people think and believe and face and come against. And we're also dealing with our personal battles from childhood up until now and even some current stuff. And so in that particular space of the Mommy Phranchise, I feel like I've seen the most support. There's not a day or a comment or a concern or a question that is left unanswered or touched or someone being uplifted. I've had times where I'm like, hey, y'all, yeah, I ain't really doing too good today. I'm ready to go ahead and just pack it up. I'll see y'all next time. But the ladies, they'll come in one at a time, sometimes all at the same time. You'll see people say, you know what? No, you're a woman of God. You have faith. You have love. We love you. We're here for you. One of the members actually, Kima, shout out to Kima.
Kima, that's my stylist, y'all. That's who be doing my hair and my makeup.
I remember even with outside of our community, we've all kind of like shared numbers and kind of build our own relationships outside of the group as well. And there was one particular instance where I could lean on one of my TMP sisters where I'm like, hey, I just feel like I don't feel myself. I feel bad. I feel like this. I feel like that. And she's like, don't let one moment define who you are. And when I tell you, that was like September. I have told myself that probably every month since then to remind myself if I get into like a weird headspace or I'm being hard on myself, I remember just that. And then there's other things within the group, whether it be War Room or like our daily chat. Our daily chat is also where we come together and we talk about things that are happening, or we will go on and on and on, joking, laughing, crying emojis, okay?
Yes.
Everything, celebrating one another. And I think outside of War Room, the daily chat and fostering those relationships individually outside of our community of group or the group of community is that we celebrate each other.
Yeah, we do.
Small wins, big wins, and we don't even measure them. If you say, today I got up and I pushed through and I took my shower, I brushed my teeth, I washed my hair, I put my clothes on, I made it out the door, got my kids ready. It wasn't perfect, but I did it and I got it done, and I'm going to have an even greater day because I did that. And it's like, yes, girl, because it was a struggle for me too, but because I saw you at 5:30 a.m. say, good morning, ladies, we're going to have a good day.
They get up early. So let me tell you. So Lauren and I are in the Chicagoland area. So we are on Central Standard Time. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of the
come on now.
Look, being a global being a global project manager, I have to get my time.
And TMP is national and international. So we have members from all over.
They be up
different
early.
Area codes and time zones.
Definitely the time zones. I'll be like, dang, y'all up. that 5:30, I'll be like, y'all really be up. And then it's
It's a
funny because
struggle.
there have been times where I couldn't sleep and then another member couldn't sleep, but we was just like texting each other on some
Yes.
like, oh, let me send you this, and then found out that that person was awake, and I'm like, why are you awake? Oh, girl, I got up to get some juice and go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, why are you
Right.
awake, girl? I couldn't sleep. So then we just started talking about business. Like, it's wild, but we are on different time zones, but somehow we just all come together and mesh very well. Because please
Yes.
believe it, one person up at 5:30, it's probably about three others up at 5:30.
Yeah, I think majority of us get up quite
Yeah,
early, especially since we are in different time zones.
y'all
And
get
that
up
our five
early,
thirty is somebody else's 6:30, or our 5:30 is somebody else's 4:30. Okay, so
or
I
somebody
think
be praying at 3 in the morning or
yes,
something.
but I
Like,
think that's a benefit to our group because, like I said, there's not a question or a comment or concern, a prayer request, just encouragement. Like I said, you wake up, you don't know what you need, but you know you can run to the group, whether to give encouragement or to get it.
yeah,
And it's not a one-sided relationship. It's not a one-sided friendship. It's not a one-sided group. And everyone, like if me and Whit are hanging out and we have another Chicago mom, hey Kima, come on, let's go over here. Or like we have Jennifer, who is a Chicago mom as well. We got a lot of
and
Chicago moms,
Carissa,
okay? And
yeah,
Carissa, come on now, I still
she
need
worked
my
nights.
baked goods. But yes, and that is another thing. We work on different time systems too. Some of us work overnight, some of us work really early in the morning, midday, and so all of us can't participate in everything at the same time. But we do take polls to figure out, hey, what's going to be the best time? We try to record some things so we can go back and listen. Bible study has been a blessing. Come on, somebody. I just want to throw that out there.
And you can join Bible study too.
Because with the question, something that's been uplifting is really digging deeper into our word and applying it and getting revelation and seeing those areas of our lives where we need improvement and those areas of our lives where we're actually doing well. You're doing well. We get told a lot of times what we're not doing. Not a lot of times do you get told like, no, that was good. Yeah. That was good. Effort is celebrated, and just get revelation from the book, the good book, the Holy Bible. Come on.
Hallelujah.
Will get you through, but it ain't nothing like having some sisters in faith, some women of God on your side, fighting for you for your battles when you can't fight for yours, or you're so used to fighting for everybody else's and you feel like you don't have anybody to fight for yours. That is what the Mommy Phranchise has had its biggest strength in. We had our retreat, honey.
What a time it was.
What a time it was. But before we even got to connect with one another in person, there was a bond. There was a journey that we all took from like the fall all the way into winter and then into spring and then into the summertime. And we connected. So when we met at that retreat, it was like, hey, oh my God. Ain't never seen each other, barely saw each other's face.
Right. And I didn't, so the crazy part is the majority of the members I had never met in real life. We were just social media friends, and we became friends off of something totally different. Like we became sisters. Yeah. I'll get into that story later. But it was something totally different. And so a lot of the women, that was my first time meeting them in person outside of the women that were from Chicago. And Nikki. I know Nikki like majority of my adult
Shout
life.
Out to
yes.
Nikki.
So it was a good experience, yes. I guess you could say, because when you put, it was what, 8 or 9 of us, 8, 9 in the house.
Yes.
And it's like, is this gonna be like Bad Girls Club?
Okay, it's not? A Bad Girls Club. Well, that's how I felt real in my luggage. Yeah, like, hey y'all, hi. We need a little a confessional room. Hi, yes. My name is Lauren. I'm from Chicago.
You know what? I think so. We are going on another retreat. And I think I am gonna have like a confessional room, like or something. That would be so funny if we did have that.
I think we should. You get real time people's reaction to everything. That'd be good.
I'm gonna do something like that. Okay. So see, I told y'all Lauren keep me working. So I love power of collaboration. And many of the women in the group, I have
Yes.
actually worked with them. One of them, Nikita, she's actually my coach. I have worked, look, Kima, she did our makeup at the retreat. Jamarla and Carissa have linked up. Jamarla sells bundles. I'm trying to think of everybody. Oh,
Yes.
Jan the
D.
Body, getting my body
Come on
together.
now.
Let's see, Delicia, she has skincare products, and I think she got all the girls, or the majority of us, using her skincare.
Yes, honey.
Let me see who else is in that group. It's everybody. Typically, well, for the most part, everybody's a business owner. For the most part, you don't have to be a business
Yes.
owner, but I believe in collaboration. So that means that if Lauren and Kima need to hook up and do something, like, do it, because honestly, everything is almost like right there in the community. We have marketing, we have social media. Erin, she did my website, and I
Mm-hmm.
actually met Erin at another retreat, and we were actually suite mates, which is funny because we just bonded ever since. I think our 1 year friendship anniversary is coming up. So, Lauren, I guess in your opinion, if you have some examples of how collaboration can be beneficial in our group, what you think?
Oh yeah. So collaboration. Let me tell you something. That's probably number 6792. Why I love the Mommy Franchise, because there's so many stigmas about women working together, Black women working together, people working together in general. Especially now, everybody is me, me, me. But the collaboration in the group has been beneficial because where there is strength in one person and there is weakness in another, and not weakness like, oh, you can't do this. It's just that's not their niche. Okay.
I hate that word, but yes,
That's not their neck. Okay.
they're not the SME.
Okay. That is not where they thrive yet until you get connected. Come on now, I feel word coming. But
Oh,
to
y'all.
get connected with another person who has more power, you know how you put your, come on now. See, y'all got me started, honey.
I told
Listen,
y'all it's gonna be an hour.
and a power source, okay? Collaboration includes a power source. If you know, like for instance, me, I am a young woman who is in a career, but I do not hold actually a degree. Okay. I have technical certifications, whereas I'm sitting next to my mama bestie here who has degrees, 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 degrees. Okay.
I don't have that
And
many, y'all.
with that comes, it's not a comparison thing, but when she went to school and she learned the things that she learned, and even the stuff that she does outside of just regular institutionalized schooling, classes and further education in her business as a productivity coach, even when it comes down to handling business, I can go right to her. That's the collaboration. I can go right to her and say, you know what, Whit? How about this? I don't know how to start a podcast, and I've never inquired more than just looking at what other people do. Well, she has a podcast. I can link up with her. And because we are within the group, but Whit is the type of person, even if it was outside of the group, she would let you know and give you the foundations. And she's not going to make you do anything, but she'll give you what you need to get started. And that's what I love about her. And then you have other people in the group where you have D, who is a skin specialist. And so if I am
Hold
trying
on, let's do a skin check because she's been getting us
together.
okay.
Okay. So since I call it a skin specialist, the expert, she's an esthetician. And so with that comes with her making her products, the collaboration of her making her products and us using it, it's benefiting us because all of us are mompreneurs. We take headshots. We have to do things on video, on camera. People are venturing out into content creating, or even like this vlogging, podcast, or doing anything that involves production.
Mm.
That's a collaboration. You get me together. Not only am I promoting your business by you having a great product, I'm also being a better steward in my business because I'm presenting myself well with collaborating with the products that you create. Erin, when it comes to the business that she has with these websites and marketing, we all know how to market from a certain standpoint, but to be a specialist in marketing is a whole nother ball game. To hit the ins and outs. Erin did a master class within our group about marketing, and man, was I like, I never thought of it like that. What she said in that class? She said you need to be the solution to the problem. the answer to the question. She made it so simple. But it made me realize, oh, now I got to figure out what is the problem that I'm giving the solution to.
And so Nikita can help you with that because she is a coach, and she's the reason why I've even gotten this far. She's helped me. Nikita has actually been very instrumental in my entrepreneurship journey because she started off. I'm trying to see, how did we start off? But she was creating content for me.
Nice.
She was creating content for me. And then I actually joined her coaching program. So she's been instrumental in helping me to launch Activate Your Purpose.
Come on now.
Accelerator. Because that also came from Lauren with the Activate. We were up late that night and we had to go to work. And she was like, I'm hearing Activate. And I'm like, I don't know what. And she's like, I don't know if you're using it. Like, she was just running it down to me. And I'm like, okay, God is going to reveal it later. You know, it was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. But everybody in that group has something to give.
Yes, something to give, something to offer. But we all also have something to gain too. And I tell you one thing, April, man, listen.
Hey, I'm
putting April on the spot right now on the podcast because she has such a powerful voice, and Jamarla does too. They both have a powerful voice that says you can do this. You coming out of this, we're gonna make this work. And I'm not gonna leave you alone. Okay, come on now. Okay,
like, for real.
And Jamarla can get you together too, baby. She get you together from your hair. Okay, she gonna protect that hair, baby. She got a little fashion going on. Okay, she got a little bit of everything, some glasses. I said, dang, I ordered one thing, I got 10.
Wait, that's Jamarla for you. I'll be like, did I order this? Baby, I ordered, she had these like wig caps. And I look like I got a bonnet in here. I got some sunglasses in here, but
yes.
And her slouch socks are everything. Like, I don't know if I bought them out or not, but you know.
Listen, and even going back to collaborating, when we were at our retreat, Pam was so instrumental on making TikToking effortless, creating content effortless. I mean, literally, like she's like, oh yeah, all you gotta do is this.
Like showing us. So Pam is the content creator influencer. She be in her influencing bag, honey. She be quiet about it. I'm like,
she cried about it, but baby, she's very present. Honey, she got, and let me tell you something. If you need to smell good, because Pam got me together at that retreat.
I'm so sick of them having me spend my money. I told Pam, don't send me nothing else.
The people who are doing the perfume and trying to put the notes together and all that, they ain't got nothing on Pam, baby. Pam, we ended up at the Ritz. Baby, at the Ritz Carlton, okay? For y'all that don't know about the Ritz, not the Cracker, the Carlton, okay? When we were at the Ritz, we were at this little gift shop. She had a little oil that came. I'm about down here to that oil now. And she said, oh yeah, that'll pair perfectly with this. And I was like, I was going to think about that when I got back home in Chicago, but how did you figure that out in 2.5 seconds? When I tell you she sprayed me a little concoction before we went to Eddie V's, I said, oh my God.
I didn't get sprayed with no concoction.
Well, see, baby, that's the thing.
We was on a different floor.
Listen, we was in the was up there in Beverly Hills upstairs, baby. I'm sorry.
They was on the party floor, y'all. They was on the party floor, okay?
We was on the party floor, baby.
Definitely. I was downstairs making sure when nobody's sneaking out the house or, you know, anything.
Oh my God.
We're going to have to come back and talk about the retreat.
Yeah, we need a part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm feeling like. But collaborating is the strength of the group. When you think of a group, what is the purpose? Outside of coming together, you got to be able to collaborate on what it is that you're doing. Because if we're a group full of women, or a group full of Christians, we're a group full of entrepreneurs and stuff like that, that is the way of the world right now. You can do it all on your own.
You can.
But you don't have to. Why would you? You save more time leaning on your partners and your members in this sisterhood. And that's the thing about it. It's a sisterhood. Hey, hello. I've texted, I've called, and I've been able to get things that I need in another powerhouse in the group. I know this one where we was going, but another powerhouse in the group.
This your show, boo.
Is
I'm just I'm just sitting here controlling all of the technical stuff.
Just with the lovely low version. No, this is not my show, baby. Let me tell you something though. We have a powerhouse in the group, Miss Nikki.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Miss
She
Nikki
a
comes
sniper.
in. Let me tell you something. When she came into that retreat, honey, baby, we all was like, now Nikki, Nikki the body. That's
Nikki
what
the
we call
body.
her, Nikki the body. I said, oh my goodness, but it was less of her appearance, it was more of her presence, if that makes sense. Her presence came in, it was a beautiful presence, but it also was a powerful, bold presence. And not like, no, I'm here, but y'all can't mess with me. It wasn't that type of presence. It was like, you know what? Let me stand up a little bit different. Let me walk in who I am and what it is I do and what it is that God's called me to do, because Nikki has shared plenty of short stories with us about having to lean on God in certain seasons. And she even shared with us her prayer box that she had, prayer journals. And when I tell you her lips the guy ears, honey, what? They'll be so quick to, you know what, can you I got a couple of requests.
I mean, like, can you
I don't
put
know
that
what
in
to
the
do.
prayer box? Can you
Look, I know that prayer box is for you, but I need you to do something for me. God, I see what you're doing for others. Do it unto me, okay?
Lauren.
Woo, baby, we did not come here for this, but I'm trying to tell you,
coming back for
this
part
is
2.
literally, I'm telling you, the Mommy Phranchise completely changed my life. And I know that was one of the questions in there about the influence of the Mommy Phranchise and how it's been beneficial in our lives. And for me, I knew it was life changing when we first started, and we started praying and we started gathering and we started talking about certain subjects, but we also was allowed to, be ourselves, who we were at that present time. I'm here to tell y'all that I am not the same person I was when we were gallivanting in the group in the fall of 2022. When I went to the retreat, that retreat changed my entire life. I got a moment to myself as a first time mom. I got a moment to myself as being someone who's always there for everyone else. And literally, I'll put my stuff on the back, honey, because I don't want to deal with no way. But because I had that moment for myself, I looked at myself different. I'm like, oh, hold on. I got a little time to get ready. I get to lay in the bed by myself. I don't have a little one on my right side and a man on my left side. This is me. Oh, I'm still an individual.
Absolutely.
I'm not just a healthcare professional. I'm not just everybody's friend. I'm not just a daughter. I'm not just a woman of God, and that's the only thing that I am. That is who I am. But there's still an identity that I have that's separate from all of these other things, and it's okay to be that. Okay, because people tell you to be a mom, just be a mom. Don't worry about nothing else. You ever have somebody tell you, oh, baby, when you do what you can now, because when you have them kids,
girl, all the older people,
you ain't gonna be able to do all that. All your dreams is done and on the back burner, but they gonna cuss us out of here because I'm so loud.
Yes, we gonna get you.
But I'm excited. I'm telling you, there have been so many word curses that have come over your life if you agree to them, because people didn't do it the way that you're doing it, or they regret how they did it, or they didn't know how to do it. But being at that retreat was just like, oh my God, y'all want to do the same thing? Well, I'm ready to turn up. We were able to let loose. We let our hair down. We prayed. We cried. We baptized. Come on now. It was so life changing for me that when I got home, I said, I'm taking the same energy back to Chicago, because I realized that my energy had been depleted of who Lauren was and what Lauren could do and what Lauren wanted. I probably just came into agreement with some of the things that were told to me and that were expressed to me and that were expected of me. See, some people expect you to fail in what you're doing, and it's not for them to. It's sometimes it's not even really for them to try to be negative or try to downplay what it is you have going on. They don't believe that it's possible. Then you start believing that it's not possible.
Yep.
And so when I went to the retreat, I honestly didn't think I was going to be traveling again. And I didn't think I was going to be traveling in groups. I think, honestly, just in this moment thinking about it, I probably thought to myself that that was impossible. I wasn't going to have a group of people that I could, go on a
Oh,
group with,
yeah.
have a retreat. It was a great time, and then leave and still have those connections to this day. I didn't think that was going to be it. I thought I was just going to be a mom. I was going to be a woman of God by myself in my corner, maybe talk to my one or two friends that, we have those type of conversations, and then that's it. But being a part of the Mommy Phranchise and going to the retreat, I feel like the retreat activated the purpose.
There go that word again.
It activated the purpose of the Mommy Phranchise. What it was that you saw, what it was that you knew was needed. And when I tell you she put this thing on effortlessly by herself, I was like,
I did the whole thing, and it was a short time that I planned it. It wasn't.
very short.
It was a very short
Immediately.
time. That's why I said that I think God has given me the gift of speed, like for real. I mean, I really don't let those moments show, because for me the retreat was for you all, because I had already heard some of you saying, well, I haven't been on vacation since I had my baby, or I've never gone anywhere, or I don't have time for myself. And so the retreat was more so about you all than about me. So I wanted to curate that experience. I wanted you all to feel like you mattered, because a lot of people still suffer from mom guilt. And I don't think I suffered from that as much as others. I really don't, because I made a promise to myself that everything that I was going to do before I had a child, I was going to continue to do. And I do remember my mom telling me, oh, when the baby gets here, it's all about the baby. And I said, absolutely not. It's about me too.
Yeah.
And so I think that retreat was, for me at least, it was for you all. So I was stressing in the background because I wanted it to be perfect for you all, and there comes that perfectionism thing. But, but again, I knew what was riding on this retreat, and it was important to me that I saw that thing through. You know what I'm saying? Like every little thing, every little tiny thing, like the fine details, was me thinking about how it could benefit you all. And it's funny because I thought that was going to be the last retreat. And so I was like, okay, one and done. And I think it was Delicia that had already made up her mind that every year she was coming to the retreat. And I'm like, what retreat? And so I'm like, y'all think I'm going to do this every year? Y'all finna stressing me out like this every year?
Okay.
And so is but I do love the fact that a lot of the ladies have stepped up to, help me as well. But also the retreat was for y'all, not for y'all to work. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just because we're moms, and it was just like a bonding thing, like, oh no, I got this or I got that. But I'm like, no, this retreat for y'all. So that's why we are going international in 2024, and I really want y'all to relax. Okay, ain't nobody cooking or cleaning, even though y'all didn't have to cook on the retreat, because I had a chef too, honey.
Come on, let's talk about it.
I had a chef.
We were catered to.
Yes, catered to. We had a little chapato.
And baby, let me tell you.
Ooh.
Because we need a brand deal for that vinaigrette.
Baby, I had never had the vinaigrette. And Nikki was the one who taught us how to make it and mix it all in, because Nikki can cook, y'all.
Yes, honey.
And that changed my life. That vinaigrette changed my life. I think I want some. I'm going to Chapato after this. Ooh, they cooking too. Anyway.
Oh
y'all,
my God.
I know y'all probably like these girls, but no.
But that do sound good though.
It do. In all seriousness, Lauren, thank you for sharing your experience, because hopefully this would encourage other moms to come on and talk about it.
Absolutely.
But it's more so I wanted people to hear it from you, because I know that you scream Mommy Phranchise from the top of every mountain. Like Lauren and I have actually, first of all, Lauren didn't know I was gonna have Lauren didn't know I was gonna have her busy this year.
Okay, because I
done been to two conferences that she said I didn't want to work. 2 conferences. She didn't lay a Bible study. Okay. Lauren has been very busy, but that is because I see what is on the inside of her. And I'm trying to get her to understand that she needs to be at the front and not the back, or even on the side. She needs to be at the front. But she's not the only one. Every member in that group. And I thank God, because his grace and mercy, that is, he just loves us. And every woman in that group has a powerful voice and a gift. And I see the gifting on the women, their lives. Lauren can see it. We can feel it. We understand it. And I'm just like pushing. I'm trying to activate it. I'm like, come on. Because a lot of them don't even know that I'm going to call them to the front to speak more, to pray more, all of the things. And we about to turn it up a notch in the Mommy Phranchise. So get ready. So Lauren is actually, I don't even know how this even came about, but I just coined her a Bible study leader. She ain't know that. But
wait, that started today? What happened?
And she's going to begin to pass
out. Baby, the works.
Because you have a gift, okay?
But you know what? Let me just say that before we get up out of here, okay? The thing about it is that I feel like you said, all of the ladies in the group have purpose, they have gifts, talent, and we all kind of been doing some stuff on the surface level, like, that was cute.
Y'all been tap dancing
tap dancing. And the thing is that I can appreciate the pulling and the tugging and because that can get a little bit tired. Like, now you know what you're supposed to be doing. I know what you're supposed to be doing, but you're just not doing it. And for me as a person, I know me, and I'm pretty sure it's other ladies in the group, that I try to talk myself out of some stuff so then I don't have to deal with all the, y'all know what I'm saying. All the stuff that's involved to do what it is you want to do, because being in the back, nobody got to know that was you. I don't want the recognition. I don't want, let's just do it. And then that's it. Because honestly, it's really God that's getting the glory. Seriously. The work that we are all doing and supposed to be doing, he gets the glory. But I also understand that nobody can do what it is that you do. They may be doing what you're doing, but nobody can do what it is you do, how you do it, and how he's called you to do a thing. And so with the master classes in our group, with the retreat within our group, with the Bible study in our group, with our daily
we pray and fast too.
We have month. Prayer, we have fasting. It has stretched us, baby. When I say stretched,
31 days of victory about took everybody out.
Stretch, honey. Stretch. And then the 31 days of victory, woo, baby.
From day one.
Let me tell you something. Be careful what you tell God and ask him for, because baby, he's gonna give it to you. So you gotta ask for preparation for what it is.
That was tough,
because operating in your gift is tough as having it. Okay, and we've been able to discover some of our gifts in the group. And when Whitney says we're going higher, we're going bigger, we're going better, this is the time to join. This is the time to join. And yes. I'm telling you, this is the time to join, because there was not a joining option before.
First of
this didn't start off as we was going to get to this point.
But there was no joining option.
This is in 1 year's timing. And that is one thing I just want to leave y'all with. This is in 1 year's timing. And what a blessing it's been in a year of somebody saying yes to God and yes in the work that is to be done with God. It gets uncomfortable. It gets tiring. It gets questionable. You're
very
like, hold on now. You show I'm the one.
Side
but
eye.
You are. If you are questioning that, you are. You are the one. You are the one for the job. You are the one for whatever it is that God constantly is nagging on you on the back of your neck, slapping with that Jesus sandal. Do it. And that is where I end with, because you need to join the Mommy Phranchise. The Mommy Phranchise.
Join, because there was no joining option.
And we will be having Bible study going live, okay?
Ooh, live.
I don't know who idea that was, but we're going to have Bible study going live. And I just decided that, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and do it.
Wait a minute. Whose idea? First of all, let me tell y'all what they did. We fasted one time, and it was Nikki. Oh, how often are we going to be fasting? And it was like, I was like, monthly. I'm like, so then I don't even know. Oh, it was Delicia. Are we going to have some sort of Bible study? I'm like, y'all quiet on the set. And it's so funny because I asked God. It's funny. I really asked God for this, but I didn't think it was me. I thought it was going to be somebody else. But God was like, oh, I'm going to show you better than I could tell you. And I was like, and did.
Yeah.
But It's everything that Lauren said, I fully agree with. She is like the champion for the Mommy franchise. Even when I don't believe in things and I get tired and I get weary, it's like she just knows and she'll hit me with
with that Jesus Santa.
with that right on the back of my head. I'm like, oh, there I go. There I go.
Seriously, man, listen, this vision, y'all understand, it's clear as day, but it's so big and it has to be operated in an orderly way as well as in an excellent way. And
Yes.
because there is a need, there's a hunger and there's a thirst for this type of collaboration, this type of group, this type of safe space. Safe space. Not the spaces you used to. A safe space. And you can leave it all here, and we're not going to let you just leave it there. We're going to help you through that thing that you're going through. We have experienced life and death within this group.
Yes.
And that is a big thing. And that is a time where people start to leave others in those seasons. And we have been challenged with that to step up and be there and stand in the gap for our other sisters, our other moms, and our other business owners.
Yeah. So if you're interested in joining, because like she said, that was not a join option. You had to be referred in, baby, because I'm very protective of the group. And one thing's for sure, you will get kicked out.
Oh my God.
You will get let go.
Okay, not kicked out. Well, you know what?
Kicked out. Because the thing is, I like to operate with integrity, right?
Yes.
And I understand that we go through seasons where we just on something else, right? Do that outside the group. Because a lot of these women are too fragile in their faith to see something different that's going to taint. One thing I'm going to do is listen to the Lord.
Yes.
And if the Lord, what they be saying, thus saith the Lord, say XYZ got to go, bye-bye. And if the Lord say this person can return, but if you cut up, you out. Because yes, we joke and we play and all of the things, but obedience, like it has to be done. If you know you have a calling on your life and you're operating outside of that, or you're doing things and you're the example. We're the example. And I'm not saying that we're perfect, because we're definitely not. The retreat videos show it.
Lord knows I'm
Lord
not perfect.
knows.
And I think I done about gave that up trying to be perfect.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because it's impossible.
It's impossible to be perfect, but to be your best self. And that's what I want the members to be, their best selves. And, sometimes we don't operate as our best self. We're going to pray for you. But if you continue to operate in a spirit of error, you got to go. But on that note, with all that said, if you are interested in joining the Mommy franchise, you can follow me on Instagram, and I am just with. Click the link in my bio. It's a whole application there. Or you can go down to the description, click that link. Applications, or not applications, but membership will open up in January of 2024.
2024.
Yes,
around the corner.
So go ahead and do it then. If you hear this episode after January 2024, you can just go to www.justwit.com, and I'll leave that in the description as well. So before we conclude, I just want to say thank you, Lauren, so much. This is my mama bestie. I still giggle because we did not know we were pregnant at the same time.
Okay.
And had our babies a month and some days apart.
Literally.
Like freaky. So everything that she had gone through during her labor and everything, I experienced. So she was able to check on me at those 3 a.m. feedings, and she just knew.
Lord, honey. We're going to come back and talk about that.
Girl.
I think there's something we're supposed to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
About.
Well, this ain't your last time on here.
It's not? I'm coming back.
She is a mess. So, Lauren, do you have any final word for the people?
Yeah, I do. I always got a word.
Okay, let's see. How long we got? Okay, you got 5 minutes.
I got 5 minutes? Okay. So my ending word would be, do what it is that God calls you to do. And I'm talking to myself first. okay? That's how ministering works. I'm talking to myself first. But you literally have to do what it is that God tells you to do and take his heed and take his direction.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes don't be afraid about what you'll lose, who you'll lose.
Mm-hmm.
Be more concerned about what you'll gain and who you'll gain, because it is a journey, not a destination.
Mm-hmm.
There are drop off spots and there are seasons and reasons, baby. Okay. Last season, it's not going to be like the next season. So stop trying to hold on to that last season, honey. Last season, you weren't able to because X, Y, and Z. You have to change your mindset too. And what you say this season is going to be different because now I got this, that, and the third. Okay. You have to literally call things out for what you need them to be, even if they are not there just yet. You have to have hope. Hope. We learned that in Bible study.
We did.
Hope. Okay. And you got to have faith in that hope. Faith in the hope for the future that you hope for. That part. Literally. So just do it. Just do it. You know, I don't think that Whitney's name is just Whit just because. I really feel like it is a word of symbolism for exactly how she stands, her posture. Just. She is just Whitney. She is just Whit, but she also just does what it is that she is called to do. And that's a period at the end of that. And that is what we need to do. We need to just do. Just be. If you have to cry it out, if you got to two-step it out, if you got to walk it out, do it. Because let me tell y'all, this is going to be the mark for my 2024.
The mic drop. Let's hold it, sis. Because it's about to get good.
You know it's about to get good when the mic drop, okay? No, seriously. I know for me, my 2024 and beyond, because the next year always starts the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something we've been preparing, I think, since like September, October for us within the group, even with doing like prayer boards and things like that. But for me, 2024 is, there's plenty more where that comes from. And I say that because I got this word yesterday, baby, and it blessed me so bad. I had to stop in the middle of traffic. There's plenty more where that comes from. And so where you think, oh, they're not going to listen to me, okay? They're not going to buy my product. They're not going to support my business. They're not going to understand my vision. There is plenty more where that comes from. If we are believers of God, Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior, who has the end all be all, baby. He has it all, okay? All right, come on, let me get it started. Seriously, there's more where that comes from. So don't think just because somebody else is in a season and operating and is banging and is booming that means it cuts you out. No, you're included. And so when you see people have and operating the things that you want and want to do, and you know God confirmed to you that this is where you're supposed to be, you say, God, as soon as you see it on somebody else, somebody's getting married, God, there's more where that comes from. You see somebody about to have a baby, God, there's more where that comes from. You see somebody starting their business and they're booming in business and they're making money and they're making connection. God, there's more where that comes from. You see somebody going from not being healthy to being healthy, or they're working out, or they're eating well. God, there is more where there's more where that comes from, and it comes from God. And you have to believe and you have to ask him for the things that you need, because he has where it's more where it comes from. That's where it comes from. It doesn't come from friends. It don't come from family. It doesn't come from your job. It doesn't come from just your desires alone. It comes from Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, okay? The one and only living true God, okay? So I want you to take that word through 2024. There is more where that comes from. So include yourself in those blessings and those desires that you want, that peace and that balance that you want in your life, that acceleration and that support and that love that you want. If it's in sisterhood, if it's in your parenthood, if it's in your singlehood, if it's in your marriagehood, if it's in your entrepreneurship hood, there's more where that comes from. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. Amen?
Amen. I had to get out the way, honey, because I know when Lauren gets to talking, honey, I need to get her some room so she can shunda.
Baby, seriously, there's more where that comes from. Don't get discouraged, baby. You can't give up now. You cannot give up. I'm telling you,
I speak
for
to that
myself,
bank account today, honey.
You cannot give up now because there's more where that comes from. And it has your name on it. So go get it.
And on that note, this concludes the episode with Lauren. She dropped her mic. No, seriously, thank you all for listening. Lauren will be back. Lauren, I don't think we told the people where they can follow you if they're allowed to.
Y'all want to follow me?
Yeah, they want to know. I think you don't hear that word. They want to know. They can follow
y'all,
you
listen. You can follow me at
pick one.
Love Lauren Lately. That's at Love Lauren Lately on Instagram. That is also my Facebook name. And tune in, subscribe, follow. And the only reason why I'm saying that now because I'm operating as to where I'm going. This is usually not my posture, but follow me because me and you, we're going places, okay? I have a gift of encouragement and I want to encourage you to get to where you need to go while I'm learning where I'm going and getting to where I need to go. Because there's more where that comes from, okay?
And I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Unplug with Just Wit podcast. Before we part ways, remember to hit the subscribe button so we can keep the conversation going. And hey, don't keep all this goodness to yourself. Don't be shy. Share this podcast and spread the love on social media. Until next time, keep rocking that mom life with lots of Jesus and know that you're doing an amazing job, sis.